For centuries, the world was taught a single story, that wealth came from Europe, that civilization flowed outward, that Africa waited to be saved. But this story begins by breaking that lie. Today, we're going to be breaking that narrative because long before modern banks, before global corporations, before the idea of developing nations, Africa was already feeding the world's economy quietly, efficiently, and deliberately. Gold that crowned kings, finance wars, built empires did not originate from Europe. It flowed from Africa, and at the center of that flow stood a man named Mansa Musa. History tried to minimize him. Africa was not isolated, it was connected. Caravans crossed the Sahara like moving cities. Gold traveled north, salt traveled south, knowledge moved everywhere. Salt preserved life, gold preserved value. The Mali Empire sat at the crossroads of both wealth, and wealth did not come from magic. It came from position, order, control of trade routes. Merchants were protected, contracts were respected, laws were enforced, money avoided chaos, and Mali offered stability. Mansa Musa did not seize power through violence. He inherited leadership because the system survived transitions from one king to another. When the previous ruler vanished, chasing unknown, Mansa Musa stepped in not as a conqueror but as a steward. This mattered because wealth does not survive instability. Mansa ruled with restraint, discipline, and deep faith. Gold flowed, but it was not wasted. Mansa Musa believed wealth was not ownership, it was responsibility. He invested in roads, in governance, in education, in religious institutions. Timbuktu became a global center of knowledge. Books were more than gold. Scholars valued above soldiers. This is where the story reveals a critical truth. The richest society invest first in minds, not lottery. Then came the pilgrimage, a religious obligation that Mansa Musa embarked on with gold and resources from Mali. But when a man controls half the world's gold, nothing he does remains private. Thousands traveled with him. Camels carried gold. Empires watched as Musa crossed borders. Markets felt it, not because of war, but because wealth was moving. In Cairo, in Egypt, generosity became disaster. Gold flooded the market, prices collapsed, inflation flowed. For years, economies struggled to recover. The lesson was brutal and timeless. Wealth without control can destroy system. Musa later tried to reverse the damage by borrowing gold back, proving he understood economics better than most rulers. News spread, maps were redrawn. For the first time, Africa appeared on the global charts, not as mystery, but as power. Trade increased, diplomacy followed. The world now knew Mali. Branding existed long before the world did. After Musa, the system weakened, leadership declined, discipline faded, external pressures grew, and the lesson was uncomfortable that wealth without continuity collapses. Empires fall not when they are poor, but when they forget why they were rich. And here is the final truth. What this means for you is that Mansa Musa's story is not about gold. It's about order before wealth, discipline before abundance, knowledge before money, systems before lifestyle. The poor chase income, the wealthy build structure. Africa was not poor, it was stripped, and Mansa Musa was not lucky. He was aligned with how wealth actually works. The world did not forget Africa by accident. It did not survive Mansa Musa by luck. I'm David VC. Thanks for engaging in our videos. Like, subscribe, comment, and share this to anybody who needs to hear this. Have fun with others and hit the notification button so that whenever we post the next video, you'll be the first to be notified. Engage with our content and support our channel to grow. Thank you. We have more stories like this about treasure hunt, financial management, and money making tips. Kindly follow us for more. Thank you.